Hi there, Casey Healy, Director here at Century 21 Newcastle. Back here for your Monday wrap, keeping Newcastle investors up to date on what's happening in the current rental market. Tips, tricks, strategies to maximise your return on your investment. It's been a big week for our office. Great leasing numbers. I've actually got the monthly stats for you, seeing we've now hit September. So I thought I'd run through what's happened over August. We leased 24 properties, which is probably just a little bit up on what we have been doing. We're not seeing as many tenants vacate. Obviously, we're in lockdown here in Newcastle. We've received 875 inquiries for properties for lease and received 540 applications. On average, that's 22 applications per property. Are we in a rental crisis here in Newcastle? I don't think we can call it a crisis anymore. I think it can be tricky to find a rental property. And we are having lots of applications per property, but we're not having a lot of those applications meet our criteria or our affordability ratio to actually be able to secure those properties. So yes, we're having lots of applications come through, but there's not a lot of suitable applications meeting our criteria to lease that property. On average, we're leasing properties 6.1 days. So still good leasing numbers considering we're not actively completing open houses. We are just obviously showing one-on-one inspections, and we are doing a pre-approval process first. So pre-approved tenants, we're arranging the one-on-one inspection. Applications are coming through prior to that inspection. I thought I'd chat about today our lease renewal process. What's the purpose of it and why it is important to have tenants under a current lease agreement. So it's more about the security for both landlord and tenant to have tenants covered under a current lease agreement. There are some insurance policies that will require tenants to be covered under a current lease agreement, but it's more about the security and knowing that the tenant's in that fixed term tenancy agreement, and you can really budget and prepare for any expenses coming down the track. Because if you've watched a previous video, I've said this in a Monday wrap before, the actual costs of having a change of tenant to a landlord can be somewhere between 2 and 3 weeks. We start our lease renewal process about 90 days out from lease expiry. Now this allows us to prepare the information, seek landlord tenant instructions, and ensure that we have a new lease signed on the property before the current lease expires. So we're first looking for, and we're completing a comparative market analysis. That's giving us the information to have educational and valued conversations with our landlords to ensure the property is achieving its potential. We've got it in the right set, and obviously preparing for any further down the track maintenance or anything like that, but really having those in-depth conversations, giving the landlords the facts. So what is the current vacancy rate? How many days is it taking to lease a property? What's the current demand in the market for a property like mine? So we like to call our landlords first rather than just sending them an email. What's your instructions? What do you want to do? So we want to have that conversation. We want to build relationships and trust and really get down to what their intentions are and what's the long-term goal behind the property to really ensure that our visions are aligned for the property. So we get the landlord's instructions. If necessary, we'll issue the rent increase. Then we go back and we'll seek the tenant's intentions. Some tenants may say, I can't afford that rent increase, or look, I'm actually looking at buying a property in 6 to 12 months' time. We'll then go and educate our landlords. There's nothing to hide in that conversation. Tenant can't afford it. Well, we need to work out, is this tenant right for the property? Do we want to keep the tenant, or do we want to let the tenant go and we'll find someone else? Do we want to, then we talk to the landlord about tenant might leave in 6 months, they're looking to buy a property. Then we're prepping the landlord for what's going to happen in that 6 months' time. Is that going to be a good time to lease the property? Is it not going to be a good time to lease the property? Are there some repairs we should be preparing for to do in that time down the track? And once we've got the tenant's intentions, we'll go and we electronically sign leases. So everything's done electronically, no pen to paper these days. It's faster, it's quicker, it's all done through, we use HelloSign as our electronic software. And the lease is implemented and renewed. From there, obviously, a copy sent through to you, the landlord, so you've got it there for your file, and a copy gets sent direct to the tenant. That's our lease renewal process. It's intense, it's extensive, but it's ensuring the health of your property, that you're maximising the return, that you've got good tenants, that our vision's aligned for the property and we plan and prepare. If you've got any questions about renewing the lease on your property, having the property under a current lease agreement, or even you'd like a property health check on your property, please reach out. We'd love to help. I'm Casey Healy, Director here at Century 21. I look forward to talking with you soon.